you should be able to try something different. It's okay to try something
Yeah.
different. And I think that's where I am in my state, is just trying stuff that's different, like on feet. Like and somebody told me when I first seen that Yeezy knit runner, I was like, and I saw that, I was like, ain't no way in hell. Well, I got two pair of them now.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, I hope that people experiment. There's certain
Yeah.
technologies about shoes. Get into it. Try it.
What up, everyone? I think this might be a couple weeks in a row that we're talking to another fellow member. And last time it took us 4 years to get Sean Go on the SoleSavy podcast. I'm happy to say it only took us 2 years to get you, Mr. Miller, on the podcast since you became a member. How you doing, man?
Yes. I'm blessed, brother. I'm very blessed. Thank you for the opportunity, but I'm good.
Absolutely. It's progress, right? We got to find a member now who's been around for a year and have them on the pod next week just to keep the streak going.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, let's give people just a quick introduction on yourself, what you do, et cetera, and then we'll jump into sneakers and industry and SoleSavy and all that fun stuff.
First off, my name is Mr. Miller One. That's everybody go. Everybody knows me by. I've been on the ground for close to about 10 years, and I've just been known for, one of the things I started off was just my kids. Like, I think my kids was one of the first things that people really noticed about me. We've been taking for 9 years straight. We've been taking pictures 5 days a week. But I've been a collector since, I want to say, 1990. I live in the good city of Little Rock, Arkansas. That's who I represent. As you always see, the LR is always on top
Nice.
of my brim. But I live in Little Rock. I'm a project manager, so I work from home all day. I build company websites, so
Nice.
it allows me to have a little bit more freedom. In my previous career, I
Mm.
was actually traveling all the time, so I was taking shoes from my car. Now I take them from my desk, and I say,
Gotta love
"Dad."
the new work-life balance. What made you ultimately want to join? Where you said, "Okay, I'm gonna check out SoleSavy." What was that point for you?
Throughout the community, I was told about you guys because you had copped, and that somebody had just copped something, and they were like, SoleSavy. And I don't know why that name stuck in my head. Like, that's the only time I had saw it. And it was like, so when I was looking for information again on, like, try to get closer to find something that was legit, and where I thought the discords were confusing. It's way too much. It's not,
Messy.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's messy. It's everywhere. And I knew I didn't want to be involved in that type of environment. So when I was like, I can't do that, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I remember that name. So I went ahead and signed up. I needed something. I knew when I started reading the comments, once you get all your list, you start to see people, just normal people like me and you,
Mhm.
cop. This is how I cop. Appreciate you. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, it took me a week to sit back and like, are y'all serious? Y'all really happy over here?
Yeah.
Like, and I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
What? It's all rainbows and Skittles, and it just, you started to figure out in the questions. Y'all did your intro video, and y'all made me feel welcome. Like, this is all you need to get started. This
Mm.
is how you do it.
Let's take it back a little to yourself. You said you've been collecting since 99. Is that right?
99, 2000.
99, 2000. Okay, how big is
Yeah.
the sneaker collection right now?
I'm at 398 sneakers right
Nice.
now. And I'm getting ready to start a poll on what should be my 400th pair of shoes.
Oh, you want it to be special. Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be something I've got something I'm kind of feeling like I really want to get, but I'm gonna do a poll on what, like, within my budget. So right now I'm sitting at 398 pairs of shoes.
You mentioned you had a couple sneakers that you were eyeing on your 400th purchase. What are you thinking? Where's your heart leading you?
The first one is gonna be the all pink Kobe 6,
Okay.
the Think Pink.
Yeah.
That one's on my mind just because I miss Kobe is one of my all-time favorite players, and that shoe, my father-in-law died of cancer,
Oh shit.
and I've had some friends being diagnosed with cancer and fight the battle and win.
Yeah.
And it's a remembrance of the people that I know that have battled cancer and won, and it's also just to remember how much Kobe really wanted that shoe to be made. And with his passing, I hate that it may or may not be able to see the light of day, but that's a shoe I really feel like I kind of really, really want. But
That's the answer,
that's the
bro.
first one.
That's the
Yeah,
answer.
I know, but
That's the answer.
it's man,
I'm just hearing you
that's
talk about
gonna
it. Like
yeah.
that's the answer. What I personally enjoy is like,
Mhm.
look, I love shoes, all sorts of different sneakers, GRs, clearance bins, super high heat, whatever the hell it is. I love the whole
Yeah.
sneakers, right? I love buying a shoe, knowing someone else is going to want it, opening it up, looking at it, being like, cool, I'm never going to wear this. Who wants it for retail? Like that's to me the victory, and why I love the community, because I think a lot of people do that as well. They're like, I can get all the fun out of a cop and not have to keep it or spend the money on it. It can go to find a good home, right? And that's the beauty of the sneaker community as a whole. If we can get away from some of the resale dollars and all that.
Well, yeah, that inspires me to tell a story that I just happened to do. A friend of mine, um, he has a collection, and he missed out on the turtle doves,
Yep.
and he missed out on it. He was really distraught about it. He's one of those sneakerheads that the collection got jacked at one time, and just had a string of bad luck. He really that was his ultimate shoe. And I ended up giving it to him for retail this past weekend. It was
Nice.
like, I didn't want to put that to the public, but I feel like it's fitting to kind of say that, because I just want people to understand it's shoes mean different to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
But passing the blessing forward builds your sneaker karma so much.
Oh,
Like, that's the best feeling in the world I can give him, because he was like, "Are you serious? Oh, I don't just chance me to don't even try. I'll bring them to you."
yeah.
It was just that big feeling, and I think that's what we need to see more of, is people just showing love back.
What are you looking forward to for the rest of this year? What's on your must-have list? Chicago's, I know. What else?
No, I mean, honestly, it's not heavily on the Chicago reimaginings are not heavily on my list.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a shoe I want, but it's not a shoe I must have.
All right.
If that, I'm sorry to say, if I get that shoe, or probably will get that shoe, I will never wear that shoe.
Interesting. Hot take.
Um,
Why?
the reason why I won't wear it is I love when they do stories.
Hmm.
I think that's one thing that Nike has been lacking when they're giving a reintroduction to something.
Yeah.
I feel like with the Trainer One, they did the OG story of the gentleman that worked with on the Trainer One. It was a great story, but y'all did it a month after the release.
Right.
Tell people why they should really be excited about this shoe. And there's
Mhm.
a story. Bo Jackson, why haven't we got some of the 91s? We're doing the SC trainers. Well, let's get back to his 91 Max. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's just certain things, but put a story to know that it was due to leaks and whatever. The story was spoiled. And to know I remember those. I remember a time where people were finding 85 highs dead hot with, it's some sitting up in the room. Like, I remember seeing that jump and seeing people find those shoes from back in the day.
Yeah.
And to know they're giving you a piece of a history that a lot of these younger folks will never experience. You're never going to slip up and find an 85 one sitting at a pawn shop now.
No.
We didn't tap that market out.
Yeah.
But in order to know, they tried to give you that experience to how they were valued, giving you that era of value. Like, I can pull out my OG bread 11s and how much the price was. It's $139, and then pull out the 2000 and whatever's, and it's double.
Mm-hmm.
So they giving you that experience of saying, "Oh, it's not. Oh, Bob said 1999. Here you go. It's cracked up. We just had it sitting in the bag." You can imagine the story you get giving that in a box. I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, and sneakers is fun. I think this is a fun time in sneakers. If you disagree with me, you're doing all the wrong things, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about it.
I think this is also an experiment. This is an experimental stage in sneakers. You should be able to try something different. It's okay to try something different. And I think that's where I am in my state, is just trying stuff that's different, like on feet. Like, and somebody told me when I first seen that Yeezy knit runner, I was like, and I saw that, I was like, ain't no way in hell. I got 2 pair of them now. So I think I hope that people experiment. There's certain technologies about shoes. Get into it. Try it.
And yeah, I mean, look, New Balance, Asics, Hoka, On Cloud, SoleSavy, SS3, SS4. Like there's
There's
so much
so
good
much.
products. I feel like we could keep this going for another hour, but
Woo.
this is the perfect car drive distance for the SoleSavy podcast. Mr. Miller, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. Where can the people find you on the internets?
You can always find me at on IG at Mr. underscore Miller one. That is MR underscore M Miller one. I go by the same name on Twitter.
Yep.
You can find me definitely there. I also do a show Wednesday night, If the Shoe
Yep.
Fits. Y'all know what time it is. Also, I'm on YouTube at Miller's Corner. So I'm there. But
I love
appreciate
it.
y'all to follow.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting SoleSavy and being a great community
Thank y'all,
member. And
man. I
just
appreciate it, man. Real
overall,
talk, man.
yeah,
Y'all are the best, man. I don't try to flip flam and fluff folks, but y'all are the best. Like y'all been day ones, and I'm happy to put on this shirt. And anytime I cop something and speak that truth about y'all, I'm here day one.
mad love and respect. I greatly appreciate it, and overall your contributions to the sneaker culture as a whole. We need more
Thank you, man.
people doing it for the love and the passion, and telling a story from their perspective. And that's the best parts of sneaker content, period. So
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Respect.